welcome you to Springdale. It is the quarterfinal round of the 6A state basketball tournament. Jeff Matthews and Tim Roach with you today.
Yes.
Excited for another game with you the other night. That one didn't go like we wanted it to. Tonight we're hoping for something very different. Your Lady Cats come into the game 28-3, three-time state champions, looking to get back for the third straight year, looking to win the fourth state championship, taking on the Fayetteville Lady Bulldogs. And we were visiting with the Fayetteville broadcasters, and he feels the same way we do. It's time and again that Conway and Fayetteville find themselves in an important game, match, whatever you might want to call it.
It is literally.
It's amazing.
Every pick a sport, it's going to be Conway Fayetteville up here. But you know what, though? I mean, and you've got Coach Rimmer and Coach Hestcraft who know each other very well. And so that is on both sides of the equation. This is not like you're playing somebody foreign to you. They both understand each other's programs very well. Coach Rimmer knows how to defend against certain things we do offensively. He knows how to try to get past the 1-3-1 zone that we'll throw out there. And likewise, Ashley does as well. And so I just think it's a great matchup not only of the talent, but of the coaches as well.
And Fayetteville looked great.
Oh, my gosh.
We were able to watch them play their first-round game against Cabot while we were getting ready for the boys' game the other night. And they looked really good. And they're coming in hot. They've won 5 of their last 6. The only loss that they've had in that game, that 6-game run, was on this court. They lost to Springdale 69-64. And if you haven't paid attention to it, Springdale's the beast of the West.
Oh,
and so to play them within 5 on their court, win those other 5 games, they're playing at a high clip right now. Conway, a couple of games back, had the toe stubbing of all toe stubbings against Little Rock Central, losing that game. They've bounced back, though, with 2 nice wins, 67-29 over Jonesboro, and then a senior night victory by 20 over Bryant, 63-43.
You would think that the bounce back was absolutely spectacular, but really the Jonesboro game was okay. They shot pretty well, and they shot okay at home against Bryant, but it wasn't that great. I would tell you that of the 2 teams, I think that Fayetteville's probably the hotter team right now, and some of that is tainted with the loss to Central, and I've talked to many people in the community about this. They went 0 for 18 from the three-point line, and they shot less than 50% from the free throw line. Did the Lady Cats? And they lost by 6.
Right.
I mean, so yeah, it was. And Ashley will tell you, that's one of those you literally burn the tape and go, just forget about it. Yeah, you got to go. So yeah, we've been playing better. I'd like to see us get back to Lady Cat basketball, which is dominant.
These 2 teams have played once this year. They played back in November. On November 21st, Conway won that game 54-45. Samaya Jordan led the way with 18 points. Emery Bohannon and Kylie Johnson both had 12 points that night. And a familiar name, if you followed Fayetteville basketball for a while, is Whitney Brown. The senior led the way with 13 points that night. Charlie Rollins had 12. And so they know each other in November. How are they going to know each other in March is what we'll see play out here in front of us.
Yeah, and I think that it's a little bit – there are a lot of things that can be described as a little bit askew in terms of, well, okay, you beat them pretty handily there. Should be a good matchup for us, not necessarily because between now and then, especially when you have youth on your program, they will get better as the year goes on. We saw this, by the way, in the beatdown that we gave Bentonville in football game 1, and then we took it on the chin at the end of the year. It's the same players, right? So they advanced throughout the year. So I do think that you can throw out the first game and let's just go with it's Conway versus Fayetteville in the postseason and call it that's what it is.
Conway is the 1 seed out of the Central. They are the home team. Fayetteville, the 4 seed out of the West. They are in this one after their victory over Cabot. We will have our pregame ceremonies now. We'll begin with, we'll have an anthem. We'll have a moment of silence. We'll have a pledge in some order.
Some fashion.
I'm not sure what they do. I know what we do in state championship football. We do those games for the AAA back at War Memorial Stadium, but we will see what the order of things is here. Then we will get started. Now, if you come to a later game, and maybe even Saturday, if they get some things working with the sun, it's too bright for them to do the show that they do on the court like they did prior to the boys' game the other night. So we will just have anthem and pledge and a moment of silence here in just a few moments before the start of this one. Now, the winner of this game is going to take on the winner of Harbor and North Little Rock They will play tonight at 7 o'clock. All right, time now for the pregame ceremonies down on the court.
Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. And now your national anthem.
Well, now, I don't know if that was planned, but that was pretty cool.
There were a few brave souls that decided to go and try the Whitney Houston route, and bless them, bless them.
So I don't know how much of that came through, but the anthem started and then abruptly stopped. And then crowd here picked it up at 3:57 in the afternoon.
Nice.
All right. So we'll get things started. It is the Vic Rimmer-led Fayetteville Lady Bulldogs. 17-11 following that first-round win over Cabot. We'll meet their seniors first. Whitney Brown, she scored 11 versus Cabot, 8 of 10 from the free throw line.
Oh, mercy.
8 of her 11 from the line.
Wow.
Charlie Rollins had 12 against Cabot, all of them coming beyond the three-point line. Sanaya Coachman, she's a 5'10 sophomore, and she is their best. 17 she scored against Cabot. She's a youngster that leads this team. Speaking of youngsters, Peyton Cottle is a 6-foot freshman that starts. And then their player in the middle is Mariah Moss. She's a 6-foot senior. She wears number 32. Now the starters for the Lady Cats. Lady Cats led by Ashley Hutchcraft, of course, looking for their 4th state championship in school history. Samaya Jordan, 5'7 senior, averaging 13.8 points a game. There's Emery Brohannon, leading scorer for this team, 17.9 points a game. Trinaya Weston, 5'6 sophomore guard. Olivia Cox is a 5'9 senior guard, pulling down just over 4 rebounds a game, leads the team there. And then freshman Kylie Johnson, 5'8. She is the player in the middle that'll be matched up against Mariah Moss. It'll be interesting to watch how those two are matched up against one another. Conway and Fayetteville for a spot in the state semifinals on semifinals Saturday.
It would be great for this to go the way of the Lady Cats. We have done so much this year. You would think the number 1 team in the state all year long. What have they overcome? But we've overcome a lot.
Yeah.
The loss of Alexis Cox being primary among them. We are also height challenged. You'll see that today. They are taller than we are. So we've got to make up for it with speed and just deflections on the defensive end.
Get things underway. Coachman and Cox on the tip. Conway controls. Emery Bohannon comes right out firing off the back of the rim, no good. Sanaya Coachman with the rebound.
You see, get some space, Bo is going to put it up. She has zero mentality otherwise.
Down the lane, that's Cottle. Spins, shoots, in. First two of the game belong to the Lady Bulldogs. 7:30 to go, half minute in to the quarterfinals.
She was well defended that time by Kylie. She just made a great shot on the old school turnaround jumper.
Olivia Cox to Emery Bohannon. Cox, good look inside. Shot is missed, and the rebound to Rollins.
Very patient move that time by Olivia Cox.
This team needs to see one go in quick, I think.
Yeah, they do. They run off momentum on both sides of the floor. Great move.
That's Sanaya Coachman. 4-0 with 6:48 to play. We are in the first quarter. There's T. Weston all the way to the glass.
Yeah, if that's going to be available today, they're going to have some problems because she has no fear. She's great with both hands inside the lane.
Coachman, the sophomore. Pass to the right side to Whitney Brown.
Olivia Cox on Moss to switch out now.
Bad pass, out of bounds, turnover.
Good pressure by the defense that
Ball
time.
goes back to the Lady Cats.
They do a lot of that, don't they? They deflect a lot.
6:17 to play in the first quarter. It's 4-2, Fayetteville over Conway.
Fayetteville's playing kind of a matchup man. They are switching out at the top of the key when we go side to side.
Could almost give Samaya Jordan a steal on that pass because I don't know that it was intended for her.
She was flashing to the basket, and it found her way into her hands, to your point. And the foul that time was on.
I believe they got Whitney Brown for that.
Brown for that, yeah.
And so Samaya Jordan at the line. The 76% free throw shooter on the year.
Used it all.
So in doing some research, discovered this, and it's an amazing honor for Samaya and for Emery Bohannon both, that they were nominated to the McDonald's All-American team.
Yeah.
That's really great.
For one team.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, and one a 4-year starter, the other a 3-year starter. They have been lights out for the Lady Cats for a number of years now. It's going to be sad to see them go, but boy, I'd love to see them go out with a championship.
Coachman all the way to the glass and in. Gives the Lady Bulldogs a 2-point lead, just under 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Off the glass, no good, nobody there. Coming back the other way.
So Coachman has had an easy lane to the basket on the.
That might have been off Brown's foot. Nope, they're going to say it's off of T. Weston.
Yeah, good defense in the backcourt. She's so quick with her hands. Back to Coachman. She's had an easy path to the basket on the right-hand side for both of her baskets. We're going to need to get some weak side help there.
Chennai leads this team with 78 steals. A whistle and a foul. They will get Kylie Johnson.
I think a good call. We were kind of caught up in the shift out of the stack there and got a little handsy.
2-on-1. The Lady Bulldogs have numbers. Wild shot, no good, out of bounds. Going to be Conway basketball.
A good no call there. Bo tried to slide to take the charge, and the contact just wasn't there.
And I misspoke a moment ago. I think I said that Chennai Weston was leading the team in steals. That actually belongs to Emery Bohannon.
Yeah, but you would, after watching one ball game, you would think that it was going to be T. Weston. She's so active in the backcourt and front court.
Johnson hands off to Cox. Cox, Moss on her. Shot is short, and Coachman comes out of there with it.
Need to stop her right-hand dribble.
Loose ball. Samaya Jordan gathers it up. Lady Cats trail by 2, out of bounds. Going to stay on this end.
Looked like she had notions for kicking it out for the 3. Just lost the handle, and fortunate that the Lady Bulldogs, touched it on the way out.
Jordan for three, top of the key, got it. She shoots 33% from beyond the three-point line.
That looked silky smooth.
7-6, Lady Cats have their first lead of the game. Into Moss.
Good. Oh, my gosh.
Three-point attempt by Cottle, the freshman, no good.
Little contact down there below it in the bigs.
Shania Weston.
Yeah, she walked out and got away with one there. Oh, great steal.
Shania almost did the thing where in the NBA they spin their finger up, review it, review. But they don't have that.
They don't have that here.
They don't have that here. But they may have seen that it did go off the Lady Bulldog. Mariah Moss out of the game. First substitution for either team.
Boy, great ball pressure there on the inbounds. Great matchup also right here at the point.
Shania Weston and Whitney Brown matched up. And we're going back the other way.
Called a foul on Tashelle Harris, who just came into the game for Moss. I believe an illegal screen trying to free up Rollins.
Jordan. Bohannon from deep. In and out, no good.
That shot looked better. The first one was not as much, but that one looked better. She's dialing in.
Coachman. A little out of sorts. That's a sophomore for them. Probably their best player. She's the leading scorer, but the lights are bright. That's state quarterfinals, taking on the number one team in the state.
Exactly. And
you'll see a few things like that.
You're going to win and advance or lose and go home and hit the Xbox. A little help here. Good.
Jordan. Bohannon down the lane. Cannot get it to go.
A little strong, but great move, and that's going to open up some things with a shot later. They were defending the three, and she dribbled right past, just couldn't get it to fall.
Brown, quick shot, will not go. Emery Bohannon with the rebound. High dribble, she gathers it up. Timeout called by Vic Rimmer. Fayetteville wants to stop this for a moment. Conway is up 11-6, just under 3 to play in the first quarter. Back in a moment on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conner Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
Nice run here by the Lady Cats. 11-6, they've got the lead, just under 3 minutes to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, I think good timeout that time, but Coach Rimmer didn't want to let that slip away any more than what it had. The Lady Cats had been hustling through the ball, making some things happen. Loose balls were going to the Lady Cats, and so a quick timeout, try to regather.
Coachman found herself open, but instead passed. Brown all the way to the glass and no good. Out of bounds. It's going to be Fayetteville basketball.
Yeah, good call.
They've missed some close ones here.
Both sides
Yeah,
have.
that's true. Yep.
Maybe a little tight on both. That's fair.
They might be a little nervous that we're here. I mean,
in front of the lights at Conway Corp, that's right.
I'm certain that's it. Good look inside. That's Harris.
Yeah.
Tashelle Harris, 5'10 senior, taking the place of the starter Moss, gets the basket. Johnson had a wide open 15-footer on the baseline, but instead it's Bohannon, deep three, back of the rim. Johnson with the board. Kylie for three, no good. The whistle was away from the shot.
Yeah, a little elbow from
that's Harris.
Yeah,
Tashelle Harris.
as the shot was going up. A little frustration foul there.
So that is the third team foul, second on Harris.
And there's the third.
Well, that's a developing situation, isn't it?
It is.
She's the first player off the bench for them, and now she's picked up 3 personal fouls in about 3 minutes.
Kyra Ball replaces senior. And that puts the Lady Cats in the bonus the next foul.
Johnson, one-on-one. Shot goes out of bounds off of Cottle. So Conway will keep possession. 22 seconds on the shot clock.
Allowed a lot of contact there. We've given up. We have not taken a couple of open shots that I thought we would that were inside the 3. Boy, they are all over Samaya.
Bohannon shot blocked. Jordan gathered it and shot and missed. Fayetteville coming back the other way, trailing by 3, 11-8.
Tough to get a basket right now for either team.
Brown. Another close one that's missed.
Oh, good ripped strength there by Samaya.
Jordan will go all the way. Shot is altered. So was she, but there was no
How in the
call.
world? I mean.
Coachman for 3. That would have tied it up.
We got to run out.
Numbers for the Lady Cats. Samaya Jordan. The shot is blocked by Coachman. Got a clean block on it.
That's a great play. Didn't see her coming. Going up for the easy rebound or for the easy shot. Had Bo on the other side, but you take it if you think you've got it. Just a great play by Coachman.
Corner 3 is good. Emery Bohannon.
That was a catch and release. That's a fishing special right there.
14-8. Conway up as we are in the last minute of the first quarter.
Boy, a lot. Everything going to really go through Whitney Brown. Great move.
Spin by Coachman. Can't get the shot to fall. Bohannon with the board. Shania Weston in the lane. Up and no good. Cottle gets the rebound and a chance here. Take the final shot.
A lot of one and done so far in the first half on both sides.
20 seconds to go, first quarter. Coachman. Skip pass in the corner. Three-pointer is good. That's a big basket. Lily Crone off the bench and knocks down the 3 to make it a 3-point game.
She's their 3-point specialist.
Jordan. No good. We'll go to the second quarter with Conway leading by 3. Conway 14, Fayetteville 11. Back in a moment on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Lady Cats up 3, 14-11 over Fayetteville. Scott Taylor back in Conway, handling the stats for us remotely. Leading the way for Conway, Samaya Jordan has got 5. T. Weston's got 4. Foul trouble, there is really no foul trouble at all for the Lady Cats. But foul trouble is part of the story for the Lady Bulldogs. Their first player off the bench, Tashelle Harris, picked up 3 personal fouls in a short amount of time. You wonder how that's going to affect the game, but I think more than anything, it changes that size difference. You talked about the height.
Yeah.
We don't have the height that they have, but they've got their starting center who's back in right now, but the first player off the bench has got 3 fouls. And so whether it's a conditioning issue or it's fouls for Moss, we could see whatever advantage that is, be taken away from the Lady Bulldogs.
It'll change their rotation, that is for sure. Boy, she is so good with the basketball. I really like her game. She picked it up there. That's a trouble. Now, 13, I watched her against Cabot, and everything that she shot went in from the three. There's another one, too. Whitney Brown, you don't want her shooting out there.
Shot clock getting down. Gets down to 5, and the ball goes through the hoop by Whitney Brown. Draws a foul.
Yeah, that's a tough break because she was set up on the outside of the lane, and the contact was absolutely there, but it was offensive. Just didn't get the call to go our way.
Help me with, I want to make sure I get her first name correct. There's an I in it, so is it Dakiria or is it Dakira?
Dakira.
Dakira, okay. Dakira Carter has checked in. I know, I'm sorry, Lady Cat fans. You got the B team.
No.
Guy that hasn't called a game in I haven't called a Lady Cat game. Well, we did a game a few years ago.
Yeah, we did. It was a while back.
It's been a while. But so I'm trying. I want to get the names right. Out of bounds. Fayetteville basketball.
So they kind of looked at it kind of almost a zone approach there. They're guarding the ball way out beyond the three. They don't want us to get off there. They're going to force us to make some baskets inside the three-point line. So we got to find the cuts.
The missed free throw kept it a Conway lead, 14-13. Moss will hand off to Coachman. Sanaya Coachman, top of the key. Fayetteville has the lead, 16-14.
The three will let that happen. If you're knocking down threes, it'll change the game quickly. Lady Cats need to get on that kind of run themselves.
Olivia Cox. That's Johnson.
They are in a zone.
Good look to Bohannon. Got it. Emery Bohannon knocks the three-pointer down. The UCA commit gives the Lady Cats the lead by a point.
That's the danger with the zone. You force the three to go out from way outside, and that's just inside Bo's range.
So the foul is on Moss.
Her first.
First on her. 3 on Harris. So again, the rotation's affected.
They're in a 1-3-1 here. Lady Cats see this a lot in practice.
Going to shoot their way out of this. Olivia Cox got it. Tony Kemper somewhere smiling. That's a couple of UCA commits knocking down big-time three-point baskets.
Gets the Lady Cats right back in it. Good cut off that time by Bo. That's a good call. That's a foul.
Lily Crone taking it to the basket. Foul's called on Emery Bohannon. 20-16. This 6A girls tournament, now that we're in this final 8, quarterfinal round, it is loaded, both sides of the bracket.
Brutal. I mean, I talked to Coach early in the season about it, and she said, it's going to be interesting to see how this thing plays out. And when we got towards the end of the season, she said this is the strongest the 6A is at the top that it's been in years.
The winner of this one will take on the winner of Harbor and North Little Rock. And then tomorrow the quarterfinals are Springdale and Bentonville and Central and Northside. Just some great matchups. Finals a week from Saturday at noon in Hot Springs.
Lady Cats trying to figure out now it's a 3-2 zone, so they're switching up defenses pretty rapidly. Yep.
Be a full timeout called by Ashley Hutchcraft, and we'll take it as well. 5:22 to go, first half. We're back in a moment on Conway Corp.
You don't wake up thinking about internet speed, electricity, reliability. Your mind isn't on advanced treatment facilities or customizable systems. You don't have to think about any of these things because we do. Conway Corp, always on.
I think Coach Hutchcraft saw kind of what you saw, which was the defense changed a little bit, and they were They were needing some coaching.
Yeah, you don't see the Lady Cats. You don't see the Lady Cats back out much and regroup. It just doesn't happen in their way that their offensive strategy rolls. And so they look back, and it was not the 1-3-1 they saw the previous time down the court. It was a 3-2, and so what they were going to run was not going to fit.
That's right.
We had several from Conway show up in the middle of the day on a Thursday.
Good crowd.
Yeah. Fayetteville a little bit more represented because they are literally local.
Just a few exits down.
Yeah.
20-17. Timeout is over. 5:20 to go, first half.
Oh, yeah.
That's why she wins state championships as a coach. Call a timeout, draw up that play, 2 points.
The play was Samaya to the right. Samaya to the right, ready to go.
Now we're going to have to find a way to keep Coachman from getting hot.
Yeah.
She's got the look of a player who could put 20, 25 up really without thinking about it.
That's a
Good
5-second
defense.
call. Oh, my gosh.
Cox with the steal. Olivia Cox, left hand, no good. Weston with the offensive board, going to kick it out. Bohannon
Get in.
draws the foul. She'll shoot 2 free throws.
Little Phantom coming out there. Great move at the baseline. Faked the 3, went around, and got the foul on Lily Crone.
First on Lily Crone, and Emery Bohannon mentioned her teammate and classmate Samaya Jordan as a McDonald's All-American nominee, just like Emery Bohannon.
Well, Coach Kemper got a couple of really good ones in Olivia and Bo, and you, not even playing today.
Yeah.
To be seen later,
Yeah.
Alexis Cox.
So I was going to ask you, I see Alexis is on the bench,
Yeah.
dressed out, full uniform. Has that been all season?
No,
Okay.
no. I think it's probably a bit of a reward to say, hey, you're with this team.
Good.
And boy, it would be great to have her.
Yeah.
but we don't. They've overcome a lot. This team has.
24-17, 4.5 to go in the first half. Coachman.
Oh, great block.
That was fantastic defense by Samaya Jordan. Coachman got a step on her, but Jordan didn't give up on it. Blocked it out of bounds. Stays on this end. Shot clock at 20.
They get away with that one.
Cottle will not go. Moss with the rebound and the follow.
Yeah. Presence in the middle there. They got away with one because the block actually went out on Coachman, but they didn't get the call. That's easy.
T. Weston.
Oh.
Too
With
strong
a foul.
off the glass.
I mean, she got the thing about it is there was contact going up, no call.
Corner 3. Front of the rim, no good for Rollins. Battling for the rebound. Still loose.
They're going to call a foul, I believe.
They are going to call a foul on Fayetteville. Second on Moss. So that storyline continues.
Wow, the Bigs have 5 fouls between them.
Whitney Brown back into the game. Kyra Ball back into the game. So they're on their third string 5, if you will. Their player in the middle.
Yeah, and she by the way, Ball was lucky to not pick up a quick foul herself when she first came in the game earlier. A lot of contact there.
Lady Cats up 5. Samaya Jordan.
Good defense that time. And a trading kick.
Weston loses control of it. Coming back the other way. Coachman, deep 3, no good. Hustling for the rebound, unable to grab it. That is Brown. And it will be Conway basketball right in front of their own bench.
So they ran that stack and they tried to roll Samaya off of the right side of the lane. Didn't work that time. Turned the ball over.
Weston almost pulled up from the collar of the Bulldog. Foul is called.
Whitney Brown, that's her second. Team 4th.
Okay, that's something else I need you to describe to me.
What's that?
How do the team fouls work?
All right, team fouls.
That's new.
Now,
This is new, right?
It's correct. This
Okay.
started it last year, but it is 5 team fouls in the quarter, and you shoot 2. You do not shoot 1 and 1.
So there's no more 1 and 1s. Okay.
And that's boys and girls as well.
Oh, it is boys
Yeah,
too. Okay.
yeah. You get 5, you're shooting 2.
Well, I need to grade myself down a little bit for not even recognizing that the other night when I called a boys' game. So that's the same rule as college women's basketball, because that's how they do that now.
Correct.
Quarters, up to 5 team fouls. 1-and-1 is a thing of the past, and so.
Right.
All right, very good.
I would want them to put the 5th foul on the board. They don't have it on the board yet, but that is 5 team fouls. It doesn't matter either way. We're going to be in the bonus. But I like for scoreboards to be
accurate.
Yeah.
It's not too much to ask.
I mean, I try.
Mariah Moss is back into the game with her 2 personal fouls.
How did that, boy, they are playing with fire. Whitney Brown has 2. She's in the ball game as well. 10-second.
Johnson's defense.
That's 10 seconds. Oh.
That's easy to watch for the 10-second. Well, they're going to give us a gift anyway here, it looks like.
No.
Oh,
No.
Goodness. Oh, goodness, Tim.
No.
Oh, goodness.
No.
Fan Tim.
That is.
He's going to jump.
It's unbelievably wrong.
Don't do it.
That's just the wrong call. They got away with the 10-second. Okay. Karma. Thank you. No karma.
Here's what I'm learning. We pay Levi way too much. This is the easiest play-by-play gig in the world.
Oh, my gosh. Yep.
Well, it's gotten sloppy.
That's to be sure.
I think we just all need a timeout.
Doesn't everybody need a break?
We all need to take a seat. 25. Okay, good. Thank you for whoever
Yes.
did that.
Yeah.
Let's take it with them. Back in a moment on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than just exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family care for yours.
All right, everybody good?
Good.
Everybody good? Everybody okay?
I need club soda.
So out of peripherally, is that the word?
Yes.
So I can see you, and I can see Justin, our guy Justin, but I can also see the Fayetteville broadcasters, Pat and his play-by-play or color guy from On the Hill Media, and the reactions on that particular sequence were identical, even though both teams had stuff happen against them. That was entertaining.
No, it was a rugby-esque scrum.
Yeah. All right, following the timeout, 25-19, 6-point lead. Moss in the paint.
Oops.
Corner 3 is good for Charlie Rollins.
Yeah, that's a problem. You cannot leave her alone.
She had 12 points against Cabot. She had 12 points on 4 3-pointers. And that 3-pointer there closes it to a 3-point advantage.
Yeah. Funny how 3's cut 6.5. I hate that. Oh, come on.
Brown all the way to the glass. Draws the foul. It's going to be on T. Weston. First on Chania Weston. And 2 free throws upcoming here for Whitney Brown. 5'5" senior guard. And you said it feels like she's been here longer than the traditional
Right, a lot longer than
4
that.
years as a senior.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that in Fayetteville, but I think they get away with that. I think they play them for 6-7 years.
Do they?
Yeah, there's some magical thing they do. I've got to look into that.
Kyra Ball and Lily Crone check in for Vic Rimmer and the Fayetteville Lady Bulldogs.
The contact going to the basket doesn't seem to be equal at this point for me. They have a lot of – yeah, it's too easy there.
The offensive rebound and the follow by Cottle ties it at 25. A 6-0 run here for the Lady Bulldogs have tied it.
You know, we need to drive on Whitney Brown and see if we can pick up that third. That would be the thing to do. Need to pick up a little bit more foul trouble on the
Emery Bohannon. Deep 3 for Bo. She's got 13.
Said hello to the sidelines, folks, as she was going by.
That's
Good
a good
pass.
dish from Coachman to Cottle.
Yeah,
Sophomore to freshman right there.
Got a little, lost our eyes there on the backside.
28-27. We've got 1:24 to play.
That's a foul.
In the first half, and the ball is dribbled on the end line. It's going to be Fayetteville basketball, and now a little offense for defense substitution here. Charlie Rollins back in along with Mariah Moss.
They literally have closed off Bo going to the baseline twice now by bottling her up, and there is 0 to show for it.
1:18 to go, first half. We got a 1-point game in the state quarterfinals. Pretty much what we expected.
Yep.
I bet all 4 of these quarterfinal games are close. Coachman all the way to the glass. Over the rim and in.
Fayetteville back in front.
29-28. Just under a minute to go. Jordan for 3. Samaya back of the rim. The rebound to Fayetteville. They are in transition. Foul on Emery Bohannon. This will be her second. Fourth team foul, so no free throws upcoming yet.
That's 2 fouls on Bo.
35-second shot clock and 36.1 to go, so they can run it almost all the way down if they choose to. Or there can be a turnover.
Thank you very
Mariah
much.
Moss throws it out of bounds. And so now with 29.8 seconds to play, shot clock will be off. And the Lady Cats can choose to run it all the way down if they want. That isn't something they normally do, right?
It is not, and that's something, but in this case like this, if you can get out of here with a 1 or 2 point lead in the half, I think you take it.
20 to go. Down to 10. Samaya Jordan by herself. Foul. That's on Coachman. That'll be her first, but it will result in free throws for Samaya Jordan.
Leaves them a little over 5 seconds to get down the court, which is plenty of time to go and get a shot off.
Jordan is a 76% free throw shooter on the season. Two of 3 on the night. Hit her first 2 earlier in the half.
Need this one to tie. Boy, Vic Rimmer is substituting wildly here. Lots of players playing.
And he's forced to. Second one is good, so we're tied at 29. 5 seconds to go in the half. 2 seconds. Okay,
I thought
so
for a second
he
was gonna throw a
whistled
foul.
He whistled before the buzzer, acting like it was a foul. And Vic Rimmer's sending his team to the bench, not to the score. I think they're going to call a foul.
No.
And there's going to be 3 free throws coming up for Fayetteville.
No. What? And I think he's going to call inadvertent whistle. With
okay,
point.
So yeah, maybe that. Maybe 0.3 or something.
It can't even be that. Whoa!
0.5.
Whoa! 0.5.
Inadvertent whistle with 0.5 in a tie ball game in the state quarterfinals, Tim Roach.
How do you get 0.5 out of that? There is no chance.
Underneath, Coachman. No foul. Time's up. All right, so really basically nothing's been decided.
I don't like that.
It's tied. Tied at 29. We've got a great one in Springdale. Conway and Fayetteville. It is the state quarterfinals. We'll break here at halftime, and we will be back in just a few moments to have the second half on Conway Corp. 29-29 is our score. It is halftime. We were distracted for a second because we were trying to track down. There he is. He's right there in front of us. So we had a nice visit at halftime, not to go too far down the road of not talking about the game, but Bryce Bohannon.
Oh, man.
What a great guy. Love that kid.
It represents our community
Yes.
so well down in Tulane, getting ready to graduate. And also, obviously, a fantastic brother coming all the way in to watch Bo this weekend. And so, man, he is what a pleasure to talk to.
Yeah, no, that was nice. Nice surprise. I was turned around and I felt a hand on my back, and I was like, Tim, I don't need another water.
No.
But it was Bryce Bohannon.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
I would accept that as a substitute for me any day of the week.
Same.
Yeah.
He's doing good things down there. All right, quick look at the halftime stats. 13 points for his sister, Emery Bohannon. She is the leading scorer for the Lady Cats. Samaya Jordan has got 8. Free throw percentage, looking at that for the Lady Cats, they have shot the ball pretty well. They are 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 5 of 11, 45% from beyond the arc. Leading scorer for the Lady Bulldogs is Sanaya Coachman. Their sophomore guard has got 9. She leads the way. Emery Bohannon in front of the rim, no good. Whitney Brown. The shot is no good by Cottle. Olivia Cox there defensively to put a hand in her face. Three-pointer that touches everything except goes off the rim. Coachman with the rebound and the follow. And Fayetteville takes a 2-point lead, 31-29.
3 rebounds in that exchange right there. That made the difference.
Kylie Johnson, the freshman, with a deep 3. In and out and in and through. We'll take it. 32-31. Lady Cats up a point.
In reality, that should count for 5.
Agreed. Good hands, Olivia Cox. Got her hands on it. The ball goes out of bounds. She came into this one with 50 steals on the season. One of 3 Lady Cats with more, no, excuse me, one of 4 Lady Cats with more than 50 steals on the season.
Yeah, and the number of deflections is not, I mean, they track it, but you don't want to talk about it because it's too gaudy. It's unbelievable.
There's kids listening.
That's kids, like, you don't want to talk about that. Yeah, great to have the lead again with the ball. That's a plus.
Olivia Cox
great
gets
move.
past Moss and a wide open Samaya Jordan. That is a mismatch the Lady Cats have got to take advantage of.
When she steps in, when Moss steps in to help on defense, the backside is going to be open. Whoa, that was lucky to get away there.
Moss spins in the lane. Soft shot that crawls over the front of the rim, 34-33.
They are back in the man defense.
5 Lady Cats beyond the 3-point line.
Olivia coming to screen, and we'll see where we go from here. Coach is sending Kylie to the other side.
Cox for 3. Too strong. Out to Weston. A good idea on the dish to Johnson, but it's stolen away by Fayetteville. That's Brown.
Great trail back, but then we left open the 3. Oh, no.
So held ball is called instead of a foul, which I think is what you wanted.
Well, she literally was
Because
draped
she
over the
fouled
top
her?
of her. Yeah, because she fouled her.
Okay.
What in the world?
So the possession goes to Fayetteville, trailing by a point. They forgot about Moss, and she gives the Lady Bulldogs the lead, 35-34.
Yeah, simple up and in there.
Trania Weston knocks down the three-pointer.
Not her specialty necessarily, and so they're going to give her that. She starts knocking that down. It does change things for her because the dribble penetration begins to open up at that point.
2-point lead, 37-35. Coachman tries to tie it, draws the foul. It's going to be called on Samaya Jordan. That's her first and the first of the third quarter on the Lady Cats.
Trying to get Olivia to cool off. That's great. That's good. That's some good leadership there by T.
Yes,
trying
it
to
is.
get her to cool.
And that's a sophomore.
That is.
Providing leadership to a senior.
So we had one substitution. Oh, Kylie went out.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Weston. I'm impressed with all of them, but
Yeah.
for a sophomore to step up like that and recognize a senior teammate who just needs a second.
Yeah, just needs a breath.
Yes.
Give me a minute.
That was good. Tied at 37. Emery Bohannon. Shot is off the left side of the rim, and it goes out of bounds. Fayetteville has it. And we are tied at 37.
We get 2 or 3 of those to go, and it changes the game. The difference is that we have to be able to keep them from penetrating and kicking out for the 3. We've been doing a lot of that. There's your 3-point shooter, 13.
Stolen away. Samaya Jordan gets the errant pass from Lily Crone.
No numbers, no numbers.
Olivia Cox. They're going to call a charge.
Oh, no.
And no basket. Second on Olivia Cox. Second team foul.
So we've not gotten the benefit of a single call like that.
Kylie Johnson back into the game for Dakira Carter. Good hands. Loose ball. The battle for it. Held ball will become Conway's possession.
Good defense. That's good pressure on the outside.
Whew. Vic Rimmer and the rest of his staff, they are committed to this quick hook. Offense for defensive substitutions.
Trying to keep fresh legs on the Lady Cats, and that's also a good thing to try to do.
Well, and they're dealing with some foul issues.
They are.
Shania Weston will dribble back out.
Tried to get to the baseline, couldn't make it happen. Back it out, good decision.
Olivia Cox. It's the freshman, Kylie Johnson.
That's a foul. That's an absolute foul.
Jordan with the offensive rebound. They're going to call it before she gathered it up. That is going to be called on Lily Crone, her second personal foul.
Well, the problem I have is the foul occurred on the drive.
Yes.
When you're bumping and you're getting that kind of bump, that's a foul. Just don't seem to be getting the benefit of those.
That is the first team foul of quarter number 3 on the Lady Bulldogs. Weston.
Oh, that's got to
It's
go.
a great move, but can't get the shot to fall.
Got to go. Good move.
Been stuck at 37 apiece for a while. Coachman. Great handles, great move, missed the shot. Still tied at 37. Tim, we're still tied at 37.
Yeah, a little out of control, and there's an elbow out.
Foul will be called on the Lady Cats. Second on Shania Weston. So Bohannon, Weston, and Cox all on the court with 2 personal fouls.
Third team foul for the Lady Cats this quarter.
Pass goes into the backcourt. Was not touched by anyone, so the Lady Bulldogs can put it in play. Charge.
That'll be on Coachman.
That is going to be her second. Moss and Rollins out.
They're going to be in the man, but they're flat across, almost like a 1-3-1, but it's not.
Emery Bohannon on the baseline. Get in. Nope. It's too far behind the glass. The ball went off the side of the backboard, but she will go to the line and shoot 2. Moss and Rollins and the other two they're going to wear themselves out just in and off the court.
That's a long distance from that bench to that side of the court. All right, Bo, good deep breath here. We need to take a lead.
.76% free throw shooter on the year, the senior Emery Bohannon. 13 points tonight, leads the way for the Lady Cats. Second one is good, and the 37-37 tie is finally broken. 38-37, Conway on top.
Seems like ages.
2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Gotta be careful out there, so far out. You want to get that. Good flash.
Good help defense, but Brown with a wild shot that goes and gives Fayetteville the lead. Johnson for 3. Got it. Kylie Johnson, the 5'8 freshman. Southpaw knocked it down from the wing.
Kind of sized her up there, didn't she?
Conway up 2. Both coaches want a foul on the same play.
On the same play.
But the officials let them play. 4 players
oh my gosh,
around
you're call that?
Moss. Foul is called. And they're going to get Cox. And that is her 3rd. Mariah Moss at the free throw line. Lady Bulldogs trailing by 2.
Wow. All of that. That's a lot. That's a lot of happening right there in the last 6 seconds. Wow.
Front of the rim, no good.
So Olivia takes a seat. Carter comes in.
First free throw attempts of the game here for Moss. And she misses them both. Out of bounds, off of Peyton Cottle. She plays for Fayetteville, so it's Conway basketball.
Got first Mariah Wilson sighting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means Carter's out. A little size in. Really like her game. She's sophomore. She played quite a bit last year as a freshman, and she has a great inside-outside game. She looks to be the tallest player we have, which is about right. And but she'll play all positions.
Timeout on the court. We will take it with them. 1:40 to play in the third quarter. 2-point lead for Conway. Back in a moment on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Timeout called there.
Timeouts left on the board. I'm trying to find.
They are across the top. Both teams have 3.
3 left. Got
It's
it.
a fancy scoreboard.
It is.
A lot to learn.
The bars. I didn't see the bars.
All right. And we are off. 41-39. Conway on top. The winner moves to semifinals Saturday. Johnson loses it. Fayetteville coming back the other direction.
Good defense by Fayetteville that time.
Good hands.
Got to scramble back defensively.
Wilson doing a great job there on defensively. Shot by Whitney Brown goes and ties it at 41.
She is so scrappy down low, senior.
Weston cannot get it to fall. Loose ball will be a held ball, and this time it will go to Fayetteville, which means Conway will get the basketball to begin the fourth quarter if there is not another held ball between now and then.
I have a feeling this is going to come down to the final couple of shots.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're probably onto something there.
That's 5.
5-second call. That's a great job by the Wampus Lady Cat defense, because not only did they get the ball now to begin the fourth quarter, so it's an extra possession there. Yeah. They really stole an extra possession there with great defense.
They absolutely did, and they've been threatening on that 5-second call all game. Great inbound pressure.
Samaya Jordan will trigger it into Carter. That's a deep three from Emery Bohannon. Wow. Drops it.
Bang.
The Bulldog is upside down, so I can't tell if that's a tongue or what that is, but whatever it is, that's where she shot it from.
Yeah. From the chin. From the chin.
Probably more of a chin than a tongue. You're right. 44-41. Lady Cats up 3. Entry pass to Cottle, double teamed. Took out the ref. Loose ball. Samaya Jordan. Got it.
And a foul.
And a foul.
Yes, sir.
46-41. Lady Cats up 5. Going to the line. A chance to extend the lead with 15 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Boy, what defensive pressure defense to offense can do for the team. It's a pick-me-up motivationally. Brings up the spirit. You start knocking down shots. I love the Lady Cats when they're defensively, when they're right defensively. They're I don't know that there's anybody better in the state.
Agreed.
Second.
Got it. It's 47-41. Final 15 seconds of the third quarter.
Help. Stop the dribble.
Coachman will shoot 2. Emery Bohannon will be called for the foul, and that is her third.
She stopped the ball. The problem there was it was so deep. He was going to get that. They were going to get that call. He doesn't. And I'm watching what Ashley is saying to the referee.
Sanaya Coachman hits the first one. She's got 14. Sorry.
The problem was they did not stop the ball far enough out. You get that far deep and you got that much momentum. Any contact at all, even though she stripped the ball, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt.
The sophomore hits them both. The lead is 4. 8 seconds to play in the third quarter. Down to 5. Weston, no good. We will go to the fourth. One of these two teams 8 minutes away from a trip to semifinal Saturday. Conway up by 4. We'll take a break and come back on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than just exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family care for yours.
(47-43), 4-point lead. Trying to take a look at these stats here. You know, Scott Taylor's back in Conway, sending them via email.
That's what Stats does.
Yeah. And I don't have my external mouse, and so that's a whole thing.
So you're not
clicking on this.
The pad is not your friend?
No.
Okay.
I got weird fingers or something.
You almost sounded old when you were talking about
Sounded
that.
old?
Yeah.
Emery Bohannon with 14, Samaya Jordan with 10. Leading scorers for the Lady Cats. Coachman with 14 for the Lady Bulldogs, leading the way there. All right. Final 8 minutes.
Fayetteville and man.
It's Kylie Johnson. gets past and loses the ball out of bounds.
Either good defense or sneaky hands right there.
Lily Crone was on her defensively, and ball goes out of bounds. Some pressure from the Lady Cats. And they'll back into the man-to-man here.
Everything going to go through Whitney Brown at this point in the quarter. She will start the offense. She'll make sure it feeds right, and you got to stop her.
Coachman with the basket. And correction on Emery Bohannon. She has got 17 points. Scott letting me know that I was looking at an old stat sheet that came in.
That did not go.
That would have been good to add 3 too.
Yeah. This is the one you got to stop right here. She's kind of taking over the ball game for Fayetteville. Need backside help. There you go. But now you got to cover the 3.
Deep 3 is good by Charlie Rollins. Gives Fayetteville a 1-point lead.
So that's the problem there. If you double team Coachman, you've got to cover the outside kick for the 3. They can absolutely knock it down.
Jordan to T. Weston.
Going to have to really, really lean on all that experience you gained in the non-conference when you were in every battle in these tournaments and how you learned how to play through these kind of tough moments.
Emery Bohannon. Cottle got a hand on it. It falls short. Fayetteville in transition. Coachman, the talented sophomore, leading scorer. She's got 17. That looked like it was off a Lady Cat foot.
"19 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time. But they did the right thing there. They made her kick it to the outside to Moss.
Cottle spins and shoots, too strong. Out of bounds. Conway trailing by a point. Will have the basketball on the far side.
If you had to make a ticky mark for every in and out of a Fayetteville Bulldog player.
Yeah, I noticed the PA guy, which you and I both do a lot of that,
Yeah.
has quit announcing them.
Yeah, no, just get in.
Yep. Winner gets the winner of Harbor and North Little Rock on Saturday. Those two teams play tonight at 7 here in Springdale.
Well, whoever wins this one, man, they're going to earn it because it's been a battle from the tip. Biggest lead was 6 or 7, I think.
Jordan, shot won't go.
See, that's where she needs to create the contact, not try to avoid it there. That's a walk.
Timeout called by Vic Rimmer. 1-point lead for Fayetteville. We are back in a moment on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conner Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
All right, 48-47. Fayetteville has the 1-point lead. Lady Cat said, I tell you, I hope that it doesn't, I hope this isn't the case. I hope that the 2 free throws that Coachman hit late to take a 6-point game with just 15 seconds to go in the third quarter, hit those 2 free throws to make it a 4-point game and a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
And they haven't stopped scoring. It was 47-41. They've scored 7 straight to take a 1-point lead.
Yeah, we just have not found any rhythm shooting the ball. Going into the lane has been tough for us tonight as well. You just got to keep grinding away. Just don't let them get anything more than a 3 or 4 point lead.
Coachman spins to her left and spins back to her right. She's got that soft shot, bounces around and goes through. She has got 19 points. Olivia Cox for 3. Got it. Huge basket. Ties us at 50.
Ice in the veins there. We need help now. Don't let her get that far.
Misses the shot. An unbelievable effort there by Samaya Jordan, but the ball goes out of bounds.
She got pushed from behind.
Timeout. We'll take one also. Tied at 50, 4:53 to play. Back in a moment on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Three-pointer by Olivia Cox tied the game at 50 just moments ago. She has 6. None bigger than those 3, that's for sure. Good hands. Emery Bohannon unable to gather it. Basket, good by Cottle for Fayetteville, and the Lady Bulldogs go up 2. Emery Bohannon will go to the free throw line. Played 3.5 minutes of the fourth quarter. That is the first foul called on either team. And Bohannon at the line.
Every chance you get, you got to take here. It's going to be that way to the end of the ball game.
And free throws are going to be huge.
Oh, man.
Even though neither team is in the bonus, you know that there's going to be fouls called going to the basket.
Oh, yeah. You're going to the ones that need the ball on both sides are going to be trying to take it to the hole, create some contact.
Both free throws good by Bohannon. The senior ties it at 52. State quarterfinals from Springdale.
Good defense. Good defense by Samaya there.
Jordan on Coachman. And there is no room to work. Good job by Samaya Jordan. Entry pass to Moss. She goes to the left hand. No good. The ball is loose. Still loose. And that's going to be Fayetteville basketball. The shot clock says 6.2. And I think that that's correct. There shouldn't have been a reset because there was no change of possession. 4:08 to play.
Got to watch the throw to the basket.
And the scorer's table is asking something. I would assume that it has to do with the shot clock because that's really the only thing, and it is the official working the shot clock that was asking that question. So it is correct, 6.2 to get a shot up for Fayetteville. Moss gets the entry pass to Brown. Brown stops and shoots, no good. Olivia Cox with the rebound. Stolen away, but out of bounds off Coachman. Conway will have it. More of the substitutions. Defense for offense, and they'll switch in a minute or less. There is absolutely nothing like the state tournament. I don't care if it's 6A all the way down, whatever level of games that you're going to. It is so good. It's so exciting. It's my favorite event because you get the fans coming in from the other schools. They're waiting for their game, and everybody's
just picking it up.
Yes. There's just a buzz in these buildings. I love it.
Need a good offensive set here.
Kylie Johnson, left-hand dribble, will hand off to Weston.
Find your best shot.
Play clock at 10. Correction, shot clock at 10.
Got to go now.
Down to 4. Weston, the scoop and the score. Shania Weston gives the Lady Cats a 2-point lead, 54-52.
Boy, I need a defensive stop here.
Jordan's going to get it. Loose ball, still loose. There have been so many of those that they have found their way to get. 3-point basket, no good. Tries to be saved by Brown. She's unable to. There's your stop, Tim.
That's what we needed right there. You thought just for a second, even with the defensive scramble, that they were going to find a way to another loose ball. And finally, the good team takes charge of it.
3 minutes to play in the state quarterfinals.
Oh, a basket would give just a little bit of a breath to the Lady Cats.
Lady Cats lead by 2. Content to run the shot clock down. It's at 10.
Run your set.
It's at 6. Bohannon. Can't get it to fall. Ran 35 seconds off the clock, but came away with no points. Cottle, quick 3. No good. Rebound, ball. Tie ball? Yes. Possession is with Fayetteville.
How is that possible? It seems like every possession has gone their way. Can that be wrong?
2 timeouts for both teams. Possession arrow now favors Conway. In the corner, Brown, the senior.
Blocked. Wow.
Ends up being a pass to Mariah Moss. Ties the game at 54.
Good break for Fayetteville.
2 minutes to play. Emery Bohannon.
A little quick there.
Off to the left. 2 minutes to go. Tie game.
Lady Cats stay in the man.
Entry pass to Moss. And Olivia Cox will be called for the foul. That will be her 4th.
She's played so tough against the bigger Moss.
Moss attempted 2 free throws a moment ago, missed them both. Chance to break the tie here in the state quarterfinals.
You know,
tied.
The way that those free throws have looked, I wouldn't mind putting her on the line a lot. But then they're foul.
From your lips to Ashley Hutchcraft's ears. That's exactly, yes. Well, there we did it.
Makes one. Yeah,
there we did it.
That's right.
I'm back in midseason form.
No, I put that on me.
Okay. 1 point lead for Fayetteville, 55-54. Moss has played a really, really good game, and I know that they have been battling on both ends of the court. 25 seconds to play, 25 seconds on the play clock. To the glass, T. Weston still inside. Trinaya Weston doing it all herself and giving the Lady Cats a 1 point lead.
Sophomore working so hard down low.
She willed that in. That's Crone to Ball. The kick out, stolen away by Samaya Jordan.
That's a foul.
No foul called. Under a minute to play. Conway up by a point. Brown, wild shot, won't fall. Out of bounds, off of Emery Bohannon. Moss and Rollins back in.
No changes for the Lady Cats.
Timeout. Coach Hutchcraft wants to talk about it. Let's keep it here, Tim. 47.3 seconds to play. State quarterfinals, a trip to the state semifinals on the line. Take on the winner of the game later on tonight between Harbor and North Little Rock. Tomorrow's action, Springdale versus Bentonville. And then Central versus Northside.
Some really good games.
Really good
You mentioned
games.
it. You mentioned it. The final 8 teams here.
Yeah.
Serious teams up and down the roster there. No weaknesses. This is a game that has been nip and tuck really pretty much the entire game. There's been a couple of 5 to 7 point margins that have gotten in there, but mostly it's just been this. Now there's one foul on each team in this quarter. So when we get to the point where you're going to need to foul whoever that is, whether that's Conway or Fayetteville, and they need to foul to put somebody on the line, you're going to have to make it happen way before that, and there's not much time left to do that. 47 seconds to go, and both teams with one foul each.
It'll be Fayetteville basketball underneath their own goal, trailing by a point, 23 seconds on the shot clock, 47 to play in the game. Inside to Moss, stolen away by Emery Bohannon. Moss completely throws it away, and now Coach Rimmer is saying to foul, and nobody's fouling. That took about 5 extra seconds off the clock.
And here we go, just as we discussed. Doesn't do anything. All it does is force the inbound. We have one timeout left. Fayetteville has 2.
And that's just the second team foul. So they'll have to do that 3 more times to send us to the line. Otherwise, it's just time running off the clock. So if we play keep away, that works in our favor.
Exactly.
Got to get it in. Foul. 33.4.
Whitney's third. Now, that's not where you really want to inbound it.
No. That made me a little nervous.
I would rather be in space. You can go backcourt.
And Coach Hutchcraft just reminded her, timeout. Yeah, she had one timeout left, and she takes it. So, yeah, that's a good point, Tim. I'll give you a second here where you can explain that to folks who may not know.
All right, so you have the opportunity when you're inbounding the ball there to go to the back side of the court. So you've got more space than what you think you have just to get it in tight. Once you touch it inside the front court, it's over with. You got to stay there. The problem with doing that is you throw a ball down towards their basket, anything can happen, and we've seen that a lot. And so there is some danger there because you're going to be one-on-one. And so it's who gets the ball first.
Yep.
So that's a danger in itself. We saw there right at the very end Samaya heading towards that direction. But boy, that's a scary proposition at the very least.
Well, and we've discussed a little bit the disadvantage of height that the Lady Cats have. So it's not a situation where they can just throw it up tall and let somebody go get it.
That's correct.
You don't have that luxury, and then let them come down with it and get fouled.
Right.
And then clock runs, and then we're on to the next one.
Well, and you're also at a point in the game where the referee's going to let them play a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. So you could get a little contact, and all of a sudden the ball goes the other way.
All right, there are 3 team fouls on Fayetteville. So if they're going to use the same strategy, which maybe they're it took a second there too. Well, it took 3 seconds. It seemed like that was more than 3 seconds.
You're being very literal. Yeah, 3 seconds. 30 seconds left in the ball game.
And so now free throws upcoming from the next foul on. It is a 1-point lead for Conway.
Now, they don't have to foul right away. They can work for the steal.
Yep. But they choose to foul right away.
All right. That's the strategy.
They foul Kylie Johnson. Kylie is a 60% free throw shooter on the year.
You want to be a freshman and you want to play in the big time. You're looking at 29 seconds to try to advance. Your team's got a 1-point lead, and they're putting you to the line to shoot 2 to make it a 3-point game. That's a tough spot for the freshman. Tough spot.
Second one upcoming.
Take a good deep breath. It's in the backyard. Nobody watching. Big free throw right here. Just need to make it, knock it down.
Fayetteville has 2 timeouts remaining. There you go. Kylie Johnson gives the Lady Cats a 2-point lead, 57-55. And, yeah, Vic Rimmer, timeout quick.
It was about to be another 5-second call.
Yep. This is going to be a full timeout, so we will go ahead and take a break here. All right, 57-55. Conway's up, less than half a minute to play. We're back in a moment on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than just exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family care for yours.
Yeah, you enjoying your visit back to the calm surroundings of play-by-play in the state tournament there,
I am.
Mr. Matthews?
I am. Thank you for asking that. I've got some of my best memories of broadcasting, whatever it's ended up being, 30 plus years, 35 years, have come in this environment, of the state championship games, of state tournaments. I can't help but think of Haley Estes and the three-pointer she hit to win years ago at Cabot. And so, great memories, and I'm thrilled to be here and hope we got a Lady Cat win here we're about to call.
It's all yours.
20 seconds. Coachman, the sophomore, will drive to Moss. That ties it at 57. We do not have a timeout. Lady Cats can win here. Samaya Jordan, the shot is blocked. No foul called underneath. Vic Rimmer calls a timeout. 3.5 seconds to play. Fayetteville will have the basketball. Now they will have the basketball on the far end. They'll have to drive the length of the court and get a shot up in the 3.5 seconds. The Lady Cats calling card has been defense for a really long time.
They just put another second and 0.2 back on the board.
Well, I wish they wouldn't have done that.
So no foul on this end.
No foul called.
No foul called.
On this end.
No foul called. And I love the drive by Samaya there.
Yeah, no, that was the right call. Be aggressive. I mean, that's
sure.
More of a surprise that there was not a foul called.
No timeouts on either side now. Fayetteville that was their last one. Let's see what they do. They've got Moss inbounding.
Yeah, it'll be Moss throwing it in. Coachman is all the way down on the other end of the court at the top of the key. Here we go. 4.7. Loose ball. Cottle. That's a three-point attempt by Rollins. That is no good. Whew. That doesn't count. We've got overtime. $57. Overtime number 1 is next. We'll take a break and come back on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
We're tied at 57. I'm going to look at the stats here that Scott has sent. Can you kind of describe to folks who may just be joining us what just happened there?
All right, so Fayetteville had the ball, no timeouts left, and threw a baseball pass to half court. There was a jump ball, basically. The ball bounded around. Fayetteville finally got a hold of it, found a wing player to shoot a three with plenty of time left, and there was 4.7 seconds when they started.
Yeah, and that was Rollins who ended up getting it, who hit the 4 3-pointers in the last game, and has hit a couple tonight too.
Oh, that's brutal in terms of management there.
All right. Okay, shake it off.
Here we go.
We were tied at the beginning of the game.
Tied now.
Tied at halftime, and we're tied now.
That's a great recap right there.
Thank you. Got all that in my head. Here we go. All right. State quarterfinals.
Olivia Cox has 4 fouls, remember.
And that is another issue that you have to pay attention to. Moss. And that foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Samaya Jordan. That is just her second. And Moss at the free throw line. She has hit 1 of 4 tonight.
I have no words to describe how that ball went in, other than it went in.
Offensive rebound by Cottle. No good. Loose ball. Cottle gets it again. Top of the key, Brown. Dribbles in, shoots, no good. And a foul is going to be called on the Lady Cats. That's on T. Weston. She has 3.
Boy, I mean, the ball has stayed down on this end of the court for the entire overtime. Mercy.
Brown to Moss. In the paint. It's a 3-point lead for Fayetteville, 60-57. Kylie Johnson for 3. It won't go. 3-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs.
Boy, you got to have a good defensive stand here. You cannot allow them to get 5 or 6 up. That's an illegal screen.
There it is. It's called. Cottle whistled for the foul. That is her second. Conway trailing by 3. The substitutions continue. Lady Cats trailing by 3. You don't need a 3, but you don't want to. This team will shoot 3s, so
if you want to ask for one, you'll get one.
Yeah,
but you need a good set regardless.
Exactly. And you said it a moment ago, the entire overtime except for one shot in about 10 seconds has been played on Springdale's end. Yeah. Weston, Coachman is on her.
They're going to allow her to shoot the 3 if she wants it.
Weston down the lane, no foul called, but shot goes off the underside of the rim. Springdale.
There's just something about our approach into the lane that they just don't see the foul call.
The Springdale gym is filling up with fans from all over. Cottle hits it, and it is a 5-point lead for Fayetteville.
That's a big lead. Now it's a problem.
2-possession lead. Bohannon cannot get it to fall. 2 minutes to play. Brown. Fouled by T. Weston. 4 on Weston, 4 on Cox, 3 on Bohannon, and Whitney Brown at the free throw line.
The challenge here is you're going to have to knock down the 3s. There's just no other way about it. I mean, you want to get, if you've got a good, clean inside look, you got to take it. But it looks to be like it's going to be a 3-point shooting effort now. That's a good miss for the Lady Cats.
1 of 4 now on the night for Whitney Brown. Second is good. The lead is 6. 2 minutes to play in overtime.
Don't have to have a 3 because of that miss. 7 would have meant you wanted that.
Got to find some points of whatever variety. Out of bounds, going to stay on this end.
There is no way that there's not a foul somewhere in that mix. How in the world?
No, now they are calling a foul. They called a foul on Emery Bohannon.
Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
I mean, oh my gosh.
So that means free throws are upcoming. There'll be 2 free throws, and I believe they're saying it'll be Whitney Brown. The one official had said the ball was out of bounds, Conway basketball. The other official comes in and overrides him, and they're giving no explanation to Coach Hutchcraft.
Wow, I mean, this is just, it's tragic. This is absolutely tragic.
And it will not be Brown at the line. It'll be Coachman.
Yeah, pick somebody.
Sanaya Coachman. (64-57). Fayetteville up. Minute 42 to play in the overtime. Misses the second. The lead is 7. Over and back. Turnover gives the ball to the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah, kind of some uncharacteristic play here late.
And I wonder if any of those calls had gone our way under the basket on the drives in the last quarter and a half, if she would have drove there.
Yeah, no,
but we weren't getting any calls,
nothing.
and so you got to kick it out and try to do something different.
Getting nothing. Plenty of time left. Still 20 seconds left in the shot clock.
Brown, a wild shot is no good. It's going to be Fayetteville basketball off of Conway. Lady Cats trying to save it. Olivia Cox is going to check back in. Both teams still have their single timeout that they are given at the beginning of overtime. Brown to throw it in and finds Cottle.
She traveled, by the way.
She did. Good defense by Kylie Johnson. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Blocked by Olivia Cox. And Olivia is going to foul out.
All ball.
And she is completely, understandably distraught. All ball. And Whitney Brown goes to the free throw line.
I mean, unbelievable. But look, this the way it's rolling right now. There has not been one thing go Conway's way in the overtime, not one.
Whitney Brown at the free throw line. She will shoot 2. And short of a miracle, this one is not going to go our way tonight.
Yeah.
And it is easy to.
Yeah, we look like we've run out of gas, and I think that part of that is Rimmer's ability to be able to go so deep in his bench.
Yep.
And we just played outside of our normal cadence, and we look tired.
Have we gone 3 deep?
Now,
Samaya Jordan knocks down the 3. 6-point game with 54 seconds to play.
Got a foul here.
Samaya's like, quit talking about it. This game's not over. Going to be close to a 10-second call, but instead of foul.
That'll be the last one on T. That's her 5th.
Shania Weston will foul out.
That'll probably put in Carter or Wilson.
It'll be Wilson. Whitney Brown will shoot the free throws.
Yeah, we got to have some missed free throws now.
Three-quarters of a minute to play in overtime. 6-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. That three-pointer just moments ago by Jordan, the first 3 points that the Lady Cats had scored in overtime. First one is missed, still a 2-possession game. Now it's a 3-possession game.
Yeah, that's a big free throw.
Jordan loses control. Carter tries to tie it up. They're going to call a foul.
A foul?
Call a foul on Carter.
On the top, you had one official calling tie up, and one gets the foul. We had one that was out of bounds. One gets the foul. Amazing.
That'll send Sanaya Coachman back to the free throw line. The leading scorer in tonight's game, 20 points for the sophomore. The lead is 8.
Lady Cats have run out of gas yet again. I mean, this overtime has been kind of building toward that overtime.
I think you called it with we were not shot is missed. And there's 25 seconds to go.
Oh, man.
In a 9-point game.
Yeah.
Stolen away. Samaya Jordan will have the run out. Make it 69-62. Out of bounds, it will be Fayetteville ball.
Well,
we talked about their substitution rotation and kind of laughed about it a little bit, but the truth of the matter is they kept fresh legs in this game for the entire game, and we didn't have that luxury, and it's going to end with a Fayetteville upset victory over the Conway Lady Cats. Broken-hearted for Coach Hutchcraft and these Lady Cats.
Well, they again battled all year long. They were #1 all year long. Just couldn't finish the deal here in Springdale against a very tough and talented Fayetteville squad. We didn't have our best tonight, and you had to play your best tonight to beat Fayetteville, and you had to have your best to beat all the other things that went into this ball game.
Lady Cats fall 28-4 on the season, and their season comes to an end. And with this loss, that will end our basketball broadcasts for the year. Tim, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Enjoyed it.
Great job.
Thank
Yep,
you.
I have too. I wish we could have called a couple of wins.
Me too.
And for Justin and David and Ashton and Javon and Wayne back at the office handling everything. I'm Jeff Matthews. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you so very much watching what we've done on Conway Corp for nearly a quarter of a century. We're back at it Tuesday. Baseball, Diamond Sports begin on Tuesday, and we look forward to bringing those handful of games to you over the course of the spring. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Conway Corp.
Go Cats.